Good morning, everyone. We are continuing here in the beautiful and uplifting words of the Meishiv Nefesh. And he brings today from Avobe the following. There's a terrible mistake that the world makes, and they believe that when a person learns Musar, which are the ethical writings of our sages of all generations, trying to inspire us and to point out our shortcomings and encourage us how to become better, it causes that a person will end up reaching a state of atzvos, of sadness and even depression. Someone who's constantly examining their faults and their weaknesses and the blemishes that are there on their soul, they feel that they're very far from happiness and joy. However, Bekirvas Admor, but within the presence of Rabbi Yerucham of Mir, who was the great Mashkiach and the Rebbe of Ravolbe, he himself was one of the great Balei Musa of his generation. It's impossible when you were around him to make such a mistake. Because Musa, the ethical working on oneself, and his happiness, it was intertwined together as one in his life. While I was still in the Mir Yeshiva, says Ravolbe, I heard Kimargale Bepume, the Admor, that Rabbi Yerucham used to say, Shumerutza Bechayev, he was very pleased with his life, V'sameach Bechelka, and he was happy with the lot that Hashem had given him. Ubiyosi tzoyer bereshis darchi tamasi nishama advar v'nisvasti oid litais ha'olam kilo musa mevi de atzvus. And while I was a young man, I made a mistake, and I thought what everybody said, that Musar is going to bring a person to atzvus, to depression, and a person won't be able to be pleased and happy with themselves. Nevertheless, says Rav, I made a mistake. I thought that if a person learns Musar, they're going to beat themselves up and they're going to get so down. But the great of the Musar giants, Rabbi Yerucham, he himself said, not true. He was happy and he was pleased with his life, and he walked around b'simcha. He's the last final word and opinion on how a person should conduct themselves and work on themselves and express the beauty of their neshama. Gav Shemati, I also heard, says Ravolbe, Ki utava pam b'sicha b'rabim, once in a public discourse, he asked and encouraged all the young men that were listening, Al ki simcha tzricha lios nikeres al paneim, happiness must be recognizable on your face. So therefore, the more that a person learns about themselves, the more that they understand the precious value that is within, even though I have to identify my faults and see what I have to do to make myself greater and better, to continue to gain favor in the eyes of Hashem. There's nothing saddening about that. There's nothing depressing about that. On the other hand, when a person recognizes the negative and works towards making it positive, that is the greatest simcha that a person can have in life. Wishing everybody a wonderful day, a day that is filled with happiness, with joy, with recognition of even our faults, and utilizing those to catapult us to the great growth that we can all make and reach higher levels on the ladders of joy. All the best.